Yeah, I'm Mahesh Prasad from Thinakkural. Yeah, newspaper is the government newspaper. Tamil newspaper.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead.
Foundation.
Kalki Avatar Foundation is a spiritual organization, and its message is divine love. Now I would like to explain how do we go about rendering the spiritual side of divine love. Divine love is often talked about and mentioned in many books, and people read in the books divine love, and religious scholars talk about obtaining divine love, obtain divine love, love God, do this, do that. But we actually give them the procedure and methodology of obtaining divine love, right? And we have a system, a spiritual system, whereby one learns to love God. And this spiritual system is not aimed at one particular group or religion. It is to benefit all humanity, mankind, regardless of their religious background. It doesn't matter what religion they practice. Everybody is welcome to learn this methodology, because we understand that the core of all religions is divine love. We also understand Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Sikhism, they're all good religions. There is nothing wrong in all these religions. But with the passage of time, what happened? The spiritual system is destroyed. And because of the destruction of that spiritual system, people are now practicing rituals only. Love of God has diminished. Whether they are Muslims, Jews, Christians or Hindus. You will see people in the mosques and temples and churches and gurdwaras, but you will not see love of God in their hearts. Our organization is working on this issue. We call upon Muslims, Christians and Jews and Hindus and all other religions to continue practicing their religion, but at the same time obtain this methodology of producing divine love, so they can become a better Jew, a better Muslim, a better Christian, a better Hindu. And this spiritual grace, this practical principality of spirituality is coming from Lord Rariya AlGohar Shahi, who is believed by many nations to be the awaited one, Kalki Avatar, Imam Mahdi and Messiah. And this new methodology is working for everybody. You know, people are fighting out of hatred, cannot tolerate existence of another religion. But with this methodology of Lord Rariya AlGohar Shahi, different religions are coming closer and getting united with the bond of love. This is amazing. We also do spiritual healing. Again, it's free of charge. Everybody is welcome. Now the question, why our message is getting so popular in Sri Lanka? Because there have been many spiritual masters who have charged people a lot. If people wanted to touch them, they would charge them 1 lakh rupees. But we're giving people this new concept that God doesn't sell anything. God is not a businessman. If God was a businessman, right, he would be very rich. He would sell air, he would sell fire, he would sell life. And then he would have lost his respect among people. If God was a businessman, people would say, oh, we bought it. I mean, now we're on the same level. I will die when I want to die. If God was selling this stuff, the human being would be at the same level. God wouldn't be able to exercise his own accord and will. If God was a businessman, people would say, oh, we bought life from you. You cannot just terminate this contract of life without my consent. So God is not a businessman. We represent God, we're not businessmen either. These services are free for everybody. And people are already suffering from poverty, from different kind of diseases, from incurable diseases. And if they want to seek help from a spiritual man, and that spiritual man tells them, all right, if you want to touch my feet, I'm going to charge you 1 lakh rupees. This is not going to happen. You're making their life worse rather than bringing any prosperity in them, rather introducing to them holistic health. You're putting more pressure on them. Obviously, they will be totally dismayed and they will be left behind in despair, and it's not going to work. Now this message, spiritual healing is free. Now because it is truly from God, therefore it's working for them. People are getting closer to God, they're learning to be tolerant, and at the same time they're getting holistic health, and it's free of charge. And it's been going on for the last 7 years. Some companies make initial policy, and then when they say, oh, the business is booming, they change their policies. But we never did it because we are not businessmen.
So how many followers you have in all over the world?
All over the world, it's difficult to count, but we have many centers in many countries, in Europe and United States and Canada and India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Bangkok, South Korea, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. There are so many centers.
How's the response from Sri Lanka?
It's good.
You held a program last Sunday.
Yes.
What of
It was wonderful. There were more than 1,000 people.
They come and talk to you, or what about
I deliver a lecture. I deliver a lecture, and I initiate their hearts with God's name, and in the end I offer them spiritual healing. It is not against any religion. It's not against Islam, it's not against Hinduism, it's not against any religion at all. Rather, it is the core of every religion, divine love. Love God.
The main thing is all religions are saying one thing. Already said.
All the religions are the same, different methodologies.
But the thing is, the people are just changing that for their personal.
You see, what happened is, when all these religions were established, when they were founded, they were in the true form, right? But after, with the passage of time, some people, there are always some people in every religion who bring change, who modify the teachings. For example, in Islam, at the time of Prophet Muhammad, there was no denomination, there was no Shia, no Sunni, no Wahhabi, right? But now we have different Muslims. Some Muslims beat their chest when they celebrate in Muharram the death of Imam Hussein, right? And some people don't respect humanity at all. Wahhabism, they're becoming terrorists, and some other people do something else. So all these things came upon this world later on by the intrusion of these illegitimate people who made changes to the religion. Otherwise, the principles of Islam are so good. Prophet Muhammad, according to Quran, Prophet Muhammad was sent into this world as blessing for the entire world. I mean, keeping in mind that Prophet Muhammad is blessing for the entire world, how can Prophet Muhammad say to Muslims, go kill them? It's impossible. It is not possible. But some Muslims are doing it. It simply means these Muslims didn't understand Quran. These Muslims didn't understand the religion of Islam. So there are people in every religion. For example, in Hinduism, Gandhi was a wonderful person. But then he was killed by a Hindu extremist. So extremism, fanaticism has emerged in every religion. In Protestant, for example, what has been going on in Northern Ireland and in England, the Republican Army, IRF, they're Protestants. They have been killing Catholics. So this is extremism. It has nothing to do with religion. This is concoction of their own understanding. We cannot label it with any religion. If somebody is killing somebody else in the name of Islam, people do say this is an attack from Islam, but that's wrong. It's not from Islam. It is from some people who represent themselves as Muslims, but this is not from Islam. So basically all the religions are almost the same, different methodologies, but the purpose is one: love God, love humanity, serve humanity.
What are the main activities of your foundation? It's only for the human, this one, feelings of one.
Yeah, we give lectures, education, meditation on spirituality, on divine love, and spiritual healing. That's all.
This is not like charity work or something. It's not like.
No. We're barely doing this mission because we don't ask people for money. We have our internal funding system. We find it really difficult to carry on, but we do our hard. This is not a charity organization. If we did have some funding system from outside also, obviously we would do some charity work as well. But there are so many charity organizations in the world, they're already working. Why should we make another one and make it difficult for people?
You have any idea to go somewhere in the northern part of Sri Lanka? That's already the people suffered a lot of from the terrorism.
Yeah, we are working in Jaffna. We are working in Jaffna, Trincomalee and Betikola. Our teams go there, they're working there. And good response is coming from there.
Yeah, because the thing is this, that is already that those people already suffered from, and some religions or some groups are going and saying that we can help you in some this right that's taking place. So and finally they are taking a lot of money from them and they are not open that this one. So what do you say about what's your plan in the north?
Our mission is the same for everybody, right? And as earlier I told you, there are some people who won't allow you to touch them until you pay them huge amount of money. But our services are free and our teams are working in Jaffna as well, in Trincomalee, in Betikola and Jaffna. Our teams are there, they're working. And hopefully, because they have been deceived many times, right? So they will find it difficult to trust. But once they realize these are sincere people, they will eventually come to the understanding that this is for us. They are going to help us. Our incentive is not money. This is servitude to humanity. And not for one particular group of people. It's for everybody. Whether they are Sinhali, whether they are Tamil, they may be whoever they are. At the end of the day, they are human beings. And all human beings are same, equal.
Is there any religious one is opposing your foundation or is there challenges like that?
Actually, in reality, if we look at the principles of every religion, our message is the core of every religion. You know, and we're not talking against any religion. We're not saying this religion is bad and this religion is good. We understand every religion is from God. And we're helping people of every religion. So I do not see any circumstances under which people can come and oppose us, because we're not talking against anybody.
Okay, that's all I want.
Thank you very much. Would you like some tea or coffee?
Yeah, I had it.
Oh, you
I
have.
had it.
Thank you for your time. Please take care.